Morning, guys. Good morning. I want to come on here and discuss Latricia Green. As you can recall, last week, her husband was accused of going to the hospital and shooting her. This was after she had a protective order against him. So first off, I want to say, rest in peace. Rest in peace. You did not deserve this. Let's get started. This is what I'm saying when the system fails. This young lady been requesting from help. She even was on her Facebook page and was begging for help. And she stated, I am asking for help before this goes too far and things are too late. She wrote this. She's been begging for help. It said 53-year-old Marlo Green was arrested by Detroit Police Department on Saturday the 23rd, a few days ago, after he walked into Henry Ford Hospital and shot his ex-wife. This is his ex-wife. This is his ex-wife. Hold that thought now. They were divorced 2018. So you talking about over 5 years. This man has so much hate and evil built up inside him that he took this young lady's life. Because they've been divorced ever since 2018. She had no contact with him at all. But he had built up so much hate. See, this is what I'm saying when it comes to self-control. A lot of people doesn't have self-control. They can't let go of things. Rest in peace, people. They said Marlo walked into the basement of Detroit Hospital just before 10 a.m. local time on Friday the 22nd, while his wife was working. The two got into a verbal argument. Marlo pulled out the firearm and shot her multiple times before fleeing. Investigation. Hospital staff are not sure how Marlo was able to gain entrance to the part of the hospital where his ex-wife was working. But they seen him on security camera leaving the hospital approximately 9:55 a.m. before driving away in a 2011 white Dodge Charger. But the police had announced to us on the 23rd that they had Marlo Green in custody. Thank you. It was reported that Latricia had twice attempted to file a personal protection order against her ex-husband, whom she split from in 2018. The first was denied, and the second was granted, but it was never served. Why was it never served? This lady was begging for her life. She was begging for them to help her. They said the first attempt, she gave a protection order on June the 13th, and the court is in the court document. She said that he continued to call my job, threaten my employees outside, show up to my job, and tried to enter my office without my approval to get to me. So right there, when she had told them that he threatened other employees, they should have took action. Because they could have went and talked to the other employees. They should have took action. They let this get out of control. When she decided to put in for the protection order against her husband and they dropped the bomb, it gave him access, it gave him the capability of carrying this mission out. So we done lost a beautiful soul behind someone that do not want to take rejection. They divorced 2018. Why would he still trying to make this woman's life miserable? Why would he try to take this woman's life? They said Latricia filed again on July 20, stating at the time that moral behavior had upgraded. Okay, remember she decided to file last month. She told him, she says, it's upgraded. He's going crazy. She told him, she said, since then, since I was denied, he was now able to break into my car, cut up my clothes, shoes, stealing belongings from me, and follow me to different places. Had tried to break my car window. They still did not pick up this guy, arrest this guy. And she said, I had tried so many times. I feel that the system had now let me down each time that I had tried to make a report on this man. So every time she tried to file a report on this guy, because her life is in danger, they wouldn't do anything. I just wonder, did he have anybody working at that precinct? Was he connected to anybody in the system? Because this lady had put in so many protective orders to protect her. She even told him he was coming on the job, he was threatening the employee, and they didn't do anything. She stated, my father was murdered. She put this in the report. And now with this situation, I am in a mental distress and scared, not knowing what to do. She put that in the report in July with her application that she had filed. I have to constantly look over my shoulder to make sure this man is not following me to hurt me like he had done in the past, because he was physically abusing this woman in the past. That's why she left him. And then she also wrote last month, I'm asking for help before this goes too far and things are too much. So a judge granted the protection order on July the 21st. But it was not served. Because they said the outlet reported that Wayne County allowed for protective order to be served by a process server or court officer through a third party or certified mail. No. What this lady went through, it shouldn't even been no third party. This thing should have been taken care of. They should have climbed the corporate ladder and got this thing taken care of. Matter of fact, they should have arrested this man and brought him in, because when he went to that job and threatened her other co-workers or other employees, he should have been picked up then. Like they said, unfortunately, it was not served on her ex-husband. So this lady done lost her life because our system dropped the ball. Our system failed this lady. And this is what I'm saying when the system failed. This is really, really bad. You think about what happened Now her immediate family, her co-worker, her friends, they all have to deal with this. This is something they're going to bother them for a long time. It's really sad because she begged for help. And I still just can't wrap my head around why the authority did not go and pick up this man. They had enough to pick him up. Because she even told them, and her friends told the police, he followed her home from work, ran her off the road. She made another police report. Even her friends put it in the police report. She was crying out for help. This is really going to damage a lot of people. She was a mother. She was a mother. So how do you think her kids going to feel? How they going to be affected? And like we go back to said, we have some evil people in this world. And a lot of people say he may have mental issue. No, like I said again, a lot of people do not have that mental issue. We cannot keep putting that on this. Some people are just pure evil. Some people just do not want to follow the guidelines. Some people do not want to follow the law. They were divorced ever since 2018. If he had a problem, he had plenty of time to seek help. But by her said, I no longer want to be with you. I won't have nothing to do with you. He could not take that. A lot of people does not want rejection. They cannot take rejection. And he was one of them. He's 53 years old. He's much older than she was, because she's no longer with us. So this man did not use common sense. He was a jealous man. You could tell he was a jealous man because the things that he put her through. And she said that he used to abuse her a lot before they divorced. That's why she got rid of him. So that should show you right there that he wasn't using common sense. He didn't have no self-control. He didn't think about his kids. He didn't think about her family. He didn't think about his family. And really, I don't really think that he thought about himself. But guess what? Guys, he got plenty of time to think about it while he faced some time behind the walls in the prison. Because he took a beautiful life. So, I'm happy that they caught up with him. They have him. But I'm so sorry. And it's sad that she is no longer with us. Because all of her friends, co-worker, everybody said how beautiful. She had a beautiful soul. She was really down-to-earth person. She was nice. She just wanted to be left alone. Even some of her friends said she tried to agree along and she tried to work with him, but he would not leave her alone. So this is not mental illness. This is having no self-control and having this thought mindset of, I'm going to do what I want to do. You're not going to tell me. And some men, even some women out here, they'll get to the point, if I can't have you, can't nobody else have you. See, that's their mindset. Because he claimed this. He been trying to run from this man ever since 2018. He kept going to this lady's job. He followed this lady home, breaking her car, taking things from her. Work on the job every other day. I'm not for sure why the hospital security didn't request for him to leave. But like they said, they don't even know how he got in inside the building that day. So I'm not for sure if he set it out there and waited till someone else walked in and piggyback behind that person or what. Sometimes people would do that. Once the door opened, they just go in behind that person. But this is all, gentlemen and ladies. I just want to say they did pick up Latricia Green, 53 years old, for unaliving his wife, ex-wife. They were divorced in 2018. So she no longer was his wife. But I guess if he couldn't have her, well, nobody else is going to have her. I guess that's the way he was thinking. Just pray for the family. And you just got to keep praying. And if anyone is experiencing domestic violence, please call the 800 number. And that 800 number is 800-799-7233. You can go to the hotline.org. Please, God, if you have any kind of issues like that with domestic violence or someone trying to take your life, just call the hotline. Go to the police, go anywhere. And that hotline is available 24/7. Please call the hotline. I mean, even if you put a police report in, just keep calling the hotline, begging for help. Because we do have some evil people out here. And like I said, just pray and just stay focused. Pray for the family. Pray for everybody affected, even the ones on the job. Please, just pray. Until next time, guys, take care. Have a great day. Hit that like button and share this video. And please, just be careful out here. Have a great day. Thanks.